small, was singing to whom they were in thrall. They couldn't forget Carcosa, the black stars in the sky, where twin suns linked in men's shadows as they pass on by. Their teeth did they gnash, their voices did they bellow, and their sanity melted away, all before the king in yellow.
You guys met with your new case officer. His name was Agent Exeter. He seemed to have been from the cowboy years because he wanted you to make like an e-cell names each and kind of incorporate that way. And he gave you your mission, which was to find these 6 Delta Green operatives that were patients at a facility called the Dorchester House and bring them back. Possibly with the help of Doctor Dallan. He's the director of the facility, and he's friendly to the program. But in the broad sense, there was a lot that was extremely strange. He gave you a satellite phone that seemingly dialed. I titled the last episode "Caller Unknown." Like, you have no idea who it dialed. It didn't sound like him. It sounded like a raspy, like, voice of like a 70-something, 80-something year old man. And he just, when you asked for answers, he just started cackling into the phone until he hung up. After which you found that the phone had no electronic parts inside of it, and it just spilled out like dirt and debris.
This phone is made of bugs.
It's a little elf in my ear.
Did we all see that, or did just Kendra see, like...
No, you guys all saw that, yeah. I had you all roll sanity,
Wow,
actually.
that's fucking freak.
Yeah, it was very freaky. But yeah, we're gonna pick up with... you guys are each staying at different hotels. So, Kendra and Jack, you're staying at the Hilton at Boston Park. Harold is staying at the Boxer Hotel in the North End. Stelios is staying at the Best Stay Inn in Brighton, which is like a cheaper option. But yeah, I think we'll sort of do a brief scene here. You guys all go back to your respective hotels for the night. Kendra, this is when you notice that all of these names seem to be anagrams. At the same time, Jack, you receive an email from Kelly Aponte because you asked her to do a couple things for you. She basically shoots you an email. You asked her to look into the handwriting, and she confirms via email that it doesn't match anyone in the federal databases she has access to. Mm-hmm. And she forwards you information regarding the demonic sigil that you found. Regarding the demon person. So I'll just have you read this for me. I'm going to put it in the game chat.
Person is the great king of hell, being served and obeyed by 22 legions of demons. He knoweth of hidden things, of lost treasures, and of all things past, present, and future. Occupying either a human or aerial body, he answereth truly of all secret and divine things of earth and the creation of the world. Person is depicted as a man with the face of a lion carrying a ferocious viper. For him there can be heard trumpets sounding. A lion, you say?
Face of a lion carrying a viper. And she links to a website on the she puts basically like a URL in the body of the email. It's to a website that seems to have a digital copy of the Ars Goetia called Demon Web 101. And if you want to follow that link, you can actually type it into your search browser and find it.
What the fuck?
Yep.
What?
Demon Web
what was it
101.
Called? Dude, I don't want that on me.
DemonWeb101.com.
Nah, fuck this. I ain't staying on that. I ain't messing with that. Is that the clue in there? Nope, I'm good.
Oh, there's an invocation. You can chant it in a circle.
Vinny's eyes just roll back, starts speaking Latin. Good though.
Okay. So yeah, is there anything you guys would like to do before going to bed?
What year is it now? The internet exists.
2015.
I'm gonna
2015.
No, it doesn't exist.
do some research on Doctor Dallan. Just get his history, like his employment history, and anything I can find online. His education, etc.
Okay, great. You can either give me a search or a computer science.
Let's see. Search. What's my computer science? I think it's 0. Good. I failed, so nothing.
Okay. Even with a failure, you do find like a broad sense of information. You find like his social media profiles, and you just see he seems to love like the Red Sox and Fenway Park. Like all of his photos are like there. The other photos you see is he seems to be like kind of a gym rat. Like he has like a bunch of workout photos. Like he's like, you know, before and after photos, and he's just like jacked now. Like he's like a big dude. It seems, as far as you can tell from his LinkedIn, that he's worked at Dorchester House for quite a long time. He's run the facility actually since its inception in 1989. And for 26 years, like, you know, it seems like he's worked there like pretty admirably. It seems like, from what you can tell, it caters to the growing population of combat veterans from the War on Terror, the past 10, 15 years. But yeah, that's what you get with a failure.
I think that's it for tonight anyway.
Awesome. Anything else from anybody else before you go to bed?
Well, first of all, I just want to say, Ryan, extra good
What?
on you noticing the artwork today, because one of the anagrams is Camilla.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Good.
correct.
What the fuck? Wait. Okay. Well.
Although I have no idea about the rest of them so far.
Did you get that because I brought up the home screen? I'd be really happy if you said yes.
Well, only because you mentioned Camilla earlier.
Oh, yeah. It
So
was in your
like the
head
name was
already.
on my mind. So these are all
You were like,
anagrams for
"Lila
like actual
Mack."
people's names, it seems like.
Yeah, that would make sense. Wow, what a coinky dink that was. Okay.
I feel like there's not a lot of ways that T how can be anagramized.
Unless, dude, no, there's no way it's a phrase and it's like actually just says thou.
Well, based on the realization that they're anagrams, does it seem like each one is its own anagram, or does it seem like there's some?
It's unclear. I'm gonna basically leave this list up to you. I'm not gonna like,
Thanks.
yeah, like rolling or anything's not
I'm
gonna
not
like
gonna be
help
paying
you.
attention for the rest of the
Ah,
campaign.
back to the Cooper days. I see.
I mean, I love that. We didn't have too many puzzles in the other campaigns. So
Yeah,
like, this
this is
is
a
great.
genuine puzzle.
The
The first one,
puzzle,
Hootie.
yay!
And
Is it the Hootie?
the Houthi,
Like Hout. Hout. I'm not sure if that's like an actual name, but
We've got to go to the Middle East.
I will say, given the information you have right now, it is possible to figure out these names,
Ah, shit.
as well as possibly their relevance. Casilda is a name you guys have encountered before.
Well, that would be the second
Casilda?
one.
That is the second one.
Casilda. Is Casilda a name we've heard before?
I know one of you found out what that was.
Wait, is that a? Oh, I thought that was CAI. It's CAL. Oh, I was like, where did you get the L?
So are some of the letters redundant then? Because there's 3 A's in Caldiasa, and I can't imagine there being more than 2 A's in
Spoilers.
Casilda.
Tyler gave us a hint unintentionally.
Oh yeah,
Alright,
there
we
is an
can-
extra
we
A.
can-
That's weird. Yeah, I didn't notice that until
We can
now.
continue, and then
Yeah, I'll let you guys think on that. So first things first is we're gonna start off. It's Wednesday, September 2nd, 2015. We'll say 6 a.m. I'll just have you guys give me basically establish either a home base or a meeting place for this operation. So that could be a hotel room, it could be a restaurant or a bar, it could be a rented property that would function as a safe house.
I think the safe house. I think at the beginning of the day, maybe Jack would go see if there's an equivalent. When did Airbnb exist?
I think it's around in 2015.
Okay, then Jack is gonna go rent an Airbnb real fast.
Nice.
Hell yeah, this is turning into a sitcom.
We're all moving in together.
Actually, does the hotel that Kendra and I are staying in, does it have like a large suite on like the top or something that we could just set up in?
Yeah, you could
Okay,
get like the penthouse suite or
I'll
whatever.
upgrade my room to the penthouse.
Okay,
Whoa,
you do so.
And then we can work out of there.
It's pretty.
high roller.
It's pretty luxurious, but like, you know, it is a Delta Green operation, so you can essentially comp it to them.
Thank God for taxpayers.
Waking up and walking down to are you guys all gonna meet there first thing? Actually, it'd be
I
easy
think I
enough
would've
for
texted.
Kendra and you
Yeah, I
guys
would've
could just
told
go
Kendra, but I
straight
would've-
up.
Hell yeah,
I would have
some
just
coffee.
texted everyone else and be like, "Hey, got a place of operations," and then I just send them the address of the hotel and just go to the penthouse for.
Yeah, at some point, Kendra, you have to leave the hotel. Maybe you either get food or you go to get coffee, and there is the night clerk at the front desk, like sort of like waves you down, and she's like, "I have a package for you. Someone left a parcel overnight."
Raise an eyebrow at that.
Overnight, you say?
Well, thank you for holding it for me. Could you send it up to my room?
Yes, sure thing. She goes over into like the back mail room. You see like one of the bellhops goes over and they're, exchanging stuff. Do you head up to the penthouse? Do you head up to your room?
I'm gonna head up to the penthouse first.
Perfect. Harold and Stelios, are you guys gonna come to this penthouse as well?
Yeah, I would probably get up and get some like coffee and like a Dunkin'. Yeah, I go to Dunkin' Donuts. If you're in the city, you might as well.
Classic.
And I'll head over. You know what? I'll bring a dozen donuts for the crew.
Love
Yo.
Love it.
Donut.
Yeah, you walk in and sort of set up a spread there. You see that Jack is like, has clearly been there for some time. Maybe he's even set up like different pieces of evidence that he's collected and different ideas and theories on scraps of paper and sort of collating them. What about
You actually see the abridged version of the murder board that only Jack would know about.
Yeah.
Not the clues from like the previous campaign. His computer science is pretty bad, so he tried making a PowerPoint at first and then realized, no, this isn't gonna work, and then just somehow wheeled in like a corkboard.
I love it. Yeah, the only clue is just the picture of Exeter. That's it.
Yeah. Well, also the names. We have a note from Exeter.
Yeah, no, you guys actually have a decent bit of this. What about Stelios?
Yeah, he'll come. I guess he'll probably stop for breakfast at the nicer hotels, dining, and then come up.
I love it. Comes up with a plate of that continental breakfast. Yeah, and how does Jack open up this meeting?
I don't think it's really a meeting, but Jack says, yeah, I decided that the penthouse is probably a better base of operations than all of us staying in different spots. So I don't know, we got a couch, we got a couple of rooms, it's a suite. We comped it to Delta Green so we can just work out of here, at least have a common meeting place. I did some work on looking up Dr. Dallan. He doesn't seem weird at all, unless you hate Boston and he likes the Red Sox, but he seems to have been working at Dorchester House for...
Oh, I can't stand Red Sox fans.
We can get into that discussion later. He's been working at the Dorchester House since 1989 as its director, and the psychiatric facility that mainly caters to combat veterans of the war on terror. I didn't really find too much else. I bet Kendra over there could pick up some more information if she wanted.
Yeah, I can certainly look into it.
Did we want to do any preparation before we head to Dorchester House, or do we want to just go over and scope it out?
Should we come up with some sort of backstory before we head over there?
Well,
Be trying to check
does-
me in.
What was everyone's like cover name again?
Oh, good question.
You're Etching.
Yeah.
Helios is
Etching.
Evans.
Estrella was
Harold
one of them.
is Estrella, and then I'm Emmett.
Nice, good notes.
You're Emmett.
I don't think we know. No, we know everyone's true name, right?
Not everyone's.
Oh,
I think.
I might have.
Oh,
Just
wait,
said
actually,
Emmett.
wait. Well, somebody didn't want to share their name. Was it
I think it was
Burton?
me.
Except you already knew Burton's name.
Except I
uh,
knew I think I know everyone's name except for Stelios. But I think you did introduce yourself as Stelios, right?
Might have.
I
It's up to
don't.
you,
That's
man.
okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, I don't think. I don't think you did.
Maybe I didn't. Now maybe I'm being
Uh,
secretive. I was in code. I was in my disguise.
Dallin is a friendly to Delta Green, but you're probably right. We should at least have a base level story to go in there. Just when we talk to all the other patients, if we want to do that.
It'd be worth it.
Is it like documented to the public that these people are missing?
No, not yet, because
is
the police
not.
aren't involved.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could say that we're from the government looking to subsidize some psychiatric facilities in the area for veterans.
Oh.
We're just scouting out the place.
And veteran.
So we're the suits who are
Yeah, I mean,
gonna potentially determine whether or not they're gonna get more funding.
correct. So we have some authority, but not too much to raise suspicion.
So
Dallan
yeah,
already
I
knows
guess-
we work for the government, so
I guess look for we're gonna say, oh, we're gonna look at all the facilities, make
make
sure
sure
they're
everything's up
to
to
par,
code.
communicate with some of the patients to see if to see how well taken care of they think they are and if they need anything
Mhm.
else. What would we be from? What like branch?
The VA. That sounds like the most plausible.
Yeah, that would make
We
sense.
could be standing up a program for the VA, essentially, trying to find psychiatric facilities.
Yeah, I guess we're yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. So we're from
Does
the
somebody have a
VA.
clipboard?
I mean,
Does
I'm
somebody
just
have
going
a
to use
clipboard? No.
I'm
Weren't
just going to
invented
use
yet.
my Delta Green name too, so you guys can just call me Emmett when we're at the place.
Same.
I mean, my name is not really a first name, so I guess call me Alyssa. Alyssa Etchings.
Interesting.
I feel like it's not very
Alyssa Etching. Okay, I'm going to update that.
You can call me
feel like-
Estrella like it's my last name.
Yeah, I just thought that if we're posing as people from the VA, it would be weird for us to introduce ourselves using our last names.
How about we?
I feel like that's much more
say,
like an FBI thing. I'm Agent so and so.
How about
David Estrella.
does anyone have any? I don't want to call that number again with that weird bug phone, but a golden bug phone. But should we probably get some fake credentials drawn up from Delta Green to be VA people, and then we can head in the day after to get here?
I mean, yeah, maybe Kendra would be able to secure some fakes with her various connections in the internet underworlds.
Actually, that'd be good.
Yeah, so
We don't have to
there's
necessarily reach Delta Green to get them.
there's two different ways. You could go through Delta Green, which would be a bureaucracy, or you could go through your underworld contacts, which would be a criminology.
Bureaucracy or criminology? Does anybody have like really good bureaucracy?
Jack might actually.
I have a 40 in bureaucracy and a 50
I have a 40.
I have a
in
40 as well.
criminology.
I believe
Criminology.
bureaucracy.
I have a 50 in criminology.
Yeah, so do I.
My bureaucracy is 50.
Okay, so it's like gonna be a 50 either. I guess criminology is underworld, so you can do underworld connections for Kendra.
Yeah, would each of like me and Estrella be able to like try our separate routes?
Yeah, you definitely could.
Okay, I'll go for criminology.
All right, I'll
That would be a failure.
bureaucracy.
No.
Nice.
Nice.
Yes.
Sick.
Yeah, that just basically means, Kendra, you realize that in the amount of time you'd be able to get these IDs, like, it would just be unrealistic for your timeline. You could get very convincing fake IDs, but it just would take a few weeks, you think. However, Harold is able to communicate with Delta Green, and they say that they can get you fake IDs. I'm going to make a roll. You rolled quite well, so I'm going to make a roll here. In 10 hours.
Whoa.
Perfect.
So,
That's actually crazy.
yeah. So by 6 p.m.
Harold hangs up the phone after I assume he's on the phone with them. So guys, I think we probably have some time to get some lunch if you're interested. I was gonna go get a hot pastrami on rye.
Oh, sorry, wait, not 6 p.m. 10 hours would actually be 4 p.m. So by 4 p.m. today, you could have them.
Perfect. Just in time for after lunch.
An 8-hour lunch.
Hey, I'm on the clock, okay? Do what I gotta.
I think Jack would go to a public library and start to look up blueprints of the Dorchester house, its history, any weird, maybe occult news that has surrounded it, any like kids legends and things like that.
Okay. Yeah, so you can either give me... Actually, you know what? Yeah, so you can give me either... for this, you can do either search, or you can actually just roll your intelligence, whichever is higher. I think your intelligence will probably be higher.
The score times, is it like the times 5?
Yeah, I think you have like a 75, which is pretty good.
I do.
So you can roll that.
Nice.
Perfect. The Dorchester House Psychiatric Facility is the full name. It's on 48 Norwood Street in Boston. It was originally built as a boys' school by the Boston Catholic Archdiocese in 1912. The school closed in 1944, and the building was maintained by the Archdiocese, but remained empty until 1955. When the South Wing was converted into the Clam Point Gymnasium. The gym operated for 10 years. After it closed in 1966, the building was run as a rec center briefly called Dorchester House School, and it closed again in 1969. The building remained empty and fell into disrepair until 1986, when it was purchased by the Dallan Company. With cash provided by an organization called the St. Dymphna Foundation.
Can you put that in the chat to say what?
Yep. St. Dymphna Foundation. And you can research them as well with your success if you'd like. 3 years of renovation followed, and it opened in 1989 as the Dorchester House Psychiatric Facility. It's a private hospital. Its mission is to study, assist, and treat those suffering from violence-related mental illness. It specializes specifically in PTSD. You find that many of the locals are not even aware of the Dorchester House's existence. Some people still refer to it as the school, from when it was a school back in the day. And you find that looking at the plans that you find, it seems to be a 17,000 square foot, 3-story building. It's one of those classic E-shaped buildings like a lot of those old style asylums.
Yeah.
It's located in the Clam Point neighborhood next to I-93. And it's west of the Dorchester Shores Reservation, which was a dog park. Looking at the plans, you find the building is surrounded by a wrought iron fence with inverted hooks to prevent people from climbing. It seems to be fitted for like cameras, motion sensors, and everything. There are 2 entrances. You see a driveway that winds up to a gatehouse and the main house, and a utility entrance that enters from the rear of the facility in like a loading dock. You find hours. The gatehouse is manned from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And you find like different areas that say like administration facilities, cafeteria, group rooms, offices. The north end of the E is the men's dorm, and the south end of the E is the women's dorm. The entire facility has a staff of 29, and each wing sleeps a maximum of 30 patients. And looking at pictures, despite the massive renovations, the outside of the building still looks somewhat like a grade school. It has like tiled floors and tiled ceilings, mild colored walls and halls, and old lockers.
What's the middle wing? Is that just where administrators are?
Yep, it seems like it.
Okay.
But yeah. So would you like to look into the St. Dymphna Foundation as well?
Yes.
Okay. I'll be making another... Actually, this will be a search. I'll be making a search roll. Yeah. It's a bit deeper. Okay.
What? Crazy. 218?
St. Dymphna is a patron saint of the mentally ill. The foundation is nothing but a paper entity which has done nothing since 1986. It was formed in 1986 in the Turks and Caicos Islands with a single deposit of $175 million. Wired,
that.
Yeah, wired from a place called Sun Trust Bank of Panama.
Those guys do good work.
Yep. You don't find like any clues with like its directorship or its digital traces. Those have all been seemingly professionally scrubbed.
Good thing we have a professional on this team.
That is true. You do actually have one.
Unscrub.
But the signature on some of the receipts for different fees appear to be made out to a John Green.
Sorry, what did you mean the fees? Like the
you see some like signatory sheets for different things. And you see the name John Green.
The Fault in Our Stars.
The Fault in Our Stars.
Interesting.
And with your success too, you find like you could potentially look into like staff as well at the facility. You find like the LinkedIn page and you see like all the people that work there. So if you wanted to look into that as well, you could. Just let me know.
I don't think I'll do that right now. I do want to see if there's any urban legends or anything surrounding the place, though.
You don't find any urban legends per se. The only thing that you find that's weird is like you see a local mom has posted on like one of the Dorchester Facebook pages and is like, has anyone else seen this? And it's just a picture of like a flyer that's been taped to a telephone pole that says Encounter Group.
Whoa.
Encounter Group?
Encounter Group.
Okay. I'm gonna look into the Encounter Group next.
Okay. So you can. This will be a search because this is going to be a bit harder to find.
So hold on. Encounter group. Sorry, I'm rapidly taking notes.
Yeah, I know
Search.
this is a lot, but you got a lot, so.
Yeah. All right, fail on that one.
You just find like different pictures. Maybe use like reverse image search. Actually, that doesn't exist yet. Never mind.
I don't think that exists. If that was that exists in 2015, that's crazy.
No. You just basically find like that one Facebook picture, but you kind of zoom in and you see that like the flyer reads the following. And I'll have you read this for me.
Encounter group, no cost. Find the answer to life's questions in a no judgment group environment. 7 to 9 p.m. on Tuesday. St. Jude Church, Dorchester. Masks provided. Interesting. Masks provided is interesting.
And you see below
what day
that,
is it today?
it seems like someone has like handwritten on the flyer as if maybe they like forgot to put something on there. And it says the following.
Tireless heroes explore, knowing infinite night, grand comfort on moonlit endless seas. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
And you see like there are a couple people commenting that are like, oh, I've seen those too, that's weird. And then there are a couple people commenting that are like, you need to come, it's really fun.
Oh, what are those people's names? I want those people's names. Who commented. I also want to check their profiles too. Are they just like shell profiles? Like what is that?
They seem to be like various names. They appear to be like for all intents and purposes real. But you see each of their like profile pictures, they're just like it's like the same pose and they're just like smiling.
Oh. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, hold on. Still taking vigorous notes. 1 second. I think I'll end research there. What day is it today?
It is Tuesday.
Is it before Tuesday?
My dudes.
Oh, Jesus, of course it is. I think I turned this to the group after I see Harold or whatever your name is come back from lunch and he was like, guys, I got some good information. There's something related to the Dorchester house, but not really in our direct line of research, called the Encounter Group. Seems like it's filled with some shady people trying to get people in the Dorchester area to join. It's 7 to 9 p.m. today, every Tuesday. But I was thinking we could stake it out just to see if there's any weird goings on around here. What do you guys think?
Encounter group, you say? I've
Have you
actually
heard of
been
it?
to one of those before. It's a pretty interesting experience.
Please explain. And you see Jack's eyes just like narrow a little bit.
Well, I've had my fair share of things happen to me my whole life that are just kind of weird. And one day when I was in New York, I saw a flyer for an encounter group, and it was kind of fun. It was kind of like a game, but they give you like a mask and like a hooded, suit, which I did bring with me. It's a good disguise, so I could maybe wear it tonight if you want me to slip in there. And we went in, and people kind of shared some of their experiences. It's all in the dark. You can't see anyone's face or identities. It's all anonymous. And that was cool. But then things got a little weird, and they started doing some weird type of ritual. I didn't really understand it. Seemed like maybe that's something that once you go a few times, you kind of learn, how to play the game. But it was my only time going, so I didn't really know how to join in. I just kind of sat there awkwardly. But it was an interesting experience. I guess they have them all over though, so I'd go back though. It was it was a 6 out of 10. I'd go back.
You see the gears in Jack's brain starting to turn as turns to Kendra. Kendra, do you have any small button cameras that we could put on our friend here so he doesn't suddenly disappear in the middle of the night tonight? Assuming you want to go to the encounter room. Of course, it's completely your choice.
I would go back. I mean,
I don't know,
I could use some
Tyler.
healing.
Is that something in Kendra's wheelhouse to have? Like a little...
Yeah, give me a luck roll.
I like how your inventory is luck rolls. It's kind of nice.
It's fun.
Alright, come on.
Oh.
Failure.
You don't have one on you, but you know you
No.
could requisition one, possibly.
True.
Or you could just
Can
like,
he get it before?
yeah, I was gonna say you could just
Well,
go out and like
GoPro-
buy
GoPros
something.
exist, right?
And then
Yeah.
Bill Delta Green.
Yep.
Yeah, how about we put a GoPro on you and like it's gonna be in the dark though, right? Maybe that
I'm an
won't
auditor.
work.
I'm an auditor. I'm allowed to be here, sir. I'm
I
allowed
mean-
to be here.
I don't know.
This is public property.
You start the auditor
I
trend.
have an audio recorder. I mean, it's gonna be
Oh,
dark. I
I
have
guess that
that
works
in my
too.
inventory
You
because
do.
it's paranoid. So
Keep in mind too, you guys also
Yeah.
all have like iPhones, so you could just like turn on your iPhone recorder and just like put it in your pocket or something.
We're dumb as shit. I've been working in the 1970s for the
Bro,
past
aren't
how many
phones like the
decades?
size of houses in 2015? What are you talking about?
I mean, that's a good point. Also, do you want me to call you Evans? Do you have a name you want me to call you by? And I'm looking at Stelios because I don't actually remember what I agreed to call him in game.
Evan
Evans.
will work. Evan Evans.
Evans will work.
Evan
Evan
Evans.
Evans. Nice to meet you, Evan Evans. Emmett Crumner, and I shake his hand.
Crumner. I
Sweaty,
love it.
greasy hand.
Evan Evans, okay.
Evans. Emmett Crumner. Is that with a K or a C?
I had it with a C, but I like it with a K better. Evans. All right, Evans. Do you need anything before you head out tonight? 2 N's, really?
Just to spice it up.
But that apparently. Do you need any backup tonight? Do you want us to be outside in like a getaway car if you need to jump out?
Yeah, I think you guys should stay close just in case, they start doing some voodoo or something. I don't know, and I gotta bolt out of there. But
All right. I mean, more than happy to go on a stakeout. I've been on more than one in my lifetime, so I'll grab the McDonald's and I'll be there. And I sort of turn to Kendra and Harold and sort of hand motion. You in, or do you want to do your own research?
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna put this in the chat too. You find a website for the Dorchester house.
I don't like you, Tyler. It's an actual link. Wait, hold on.
Is this like AR, dude?
A little bit. This is like the modern version of like handouts, basically, for this chapter.
Whoa, this is crazy.
What the
There's even a
fuck? This
phone
is like
number.
it's even asking me if I want cookies.
Yeah. Cookies.
Oh, okay. So this is a real place.
Not
What happens
not
if
in
I
real
search
life.
the address?
Not in real life. This is some fucking AR shit, dude.
Okay. It
Yeah,
is- Wait, that's crazy.
What?
Wait, are you sure? Wait. What
How
is
much information on here, Tyler?
If you scroll
It's gonna be-
if you scroll down to the disclaimer, it's like it's for the game.
Yeah,
this?
okay.
Awesome.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
There are small little hints on every single page, so
The Delta Green.
Wait,
fucking
was that
creators are
wait,
crazy, dude.
was
This
that
is
demon
insane.
website also for the game?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I will go through that one then. Can you put that one back in the?
Yeah, that is.
Wow, the Delta Green creators are cool.
Yeah, I mean, they like just take the whole mystery to the next level, like with all the stuff that
No,
they
I love
do.
this. I love this.
Yeah.
Oh, there's like a lot of different demons.
Oh, this is crazy! I'm so excited.
Finally scratching that itch.
Yeah, I know.
The puzzle itch.
This is what I want. Okay.
But yeah, I'll let you guys
Wait,
look that over. Your IDs are coming at 4 p.m. So
this is so cool.
you could do something before then even, but you know you'll probably need those IDs for checking into the Dorchester house if you were to go there.
Kendra does want to investigate the package she got.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so let me scroll up here. Yeah, so going back into your room, you see that they've placed what looks like a FedEx package, like a parcel. So it looks like it might contain like documents. They've sort of like slid it underneath your door. So yeah, what would you like to do with that?
Oh, so it's like a manila envelope sort of thing.
Yeah, kind of. It's just like a one of those like documents, like.
I was thinking like a box at first, and I'm like, is this shit a bomb?
It just blows up.
Yeah, I'll open it then.
You see on the outside, it says it just says one word, and it seems to be written almost as like an insert. And so you take that out, and it's written in cursive, and it just says answers. Opening it up, you find a series of black and white photographs. They seem to be historic. They seem to depict an infantry regiment from World War II. And at first they seem pretty unremarkable. Names and faces you don't recognize. But the last picture. Give me a sanity roll.
I think I know what you're about to say. If I can find my roll 20 again, one sec. I was too busy typing notes.
Okay.
A success!
Nice.
Oh, Tyler, I just scrolled down to the bottom of the demon page, and it says, "What impossible landscapes wait beyond the cracked corners of this false world."
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna have you describe this image to me. I'm gonna put it on the evidence board here.
A couple of things of note in this picture. First of all, it depicts two soldiers from this infantry regiment, as you said, World War II era. It is dated in 1944, so the year preceding the war's end. One important thing to note is that there's one soldier who is crouching down, who has one of those large comms
Carcosa.
radios on his back. Yeah, you shush, I'm getting there. And the soldier who's crouched down with the satellite radio, their name is apparently R. Labolus or Labolus. And the other soldier who's leaned up against a tree is labeled R. Jones, as in Reagan Jones.
Yep, and if you zoom in on his face, he is identical.
Did you give us like the? Oh, you did give us the handout. I was looking on the evidence board.
I can't take so many notes all at once.
Oh yeah, baby. And finally, as Ryan had mentioned, or I should say that the setting seems to be just some, I don't know, somewhere in Europe by the looks of it. It's just like an open fieldish sort of thing. There's either like a church or some other sort of brick building in the background, and then a large building, maybe like a farmhouse or something as well. And then that sign says Carcosa, which is something that's popped up a lot. There's also another sign that I can't tell what it is saying exactly. It starts with an E for the first line, and then it starts with a GLA for the second line, and then there's an arrow painted on the tree, pointing to the right. I'm a little curious about that, but so yeah, the important things: R. Jones, Carcosa, satellite radio, which, as we recall,
Oh,
Reagan Jones in like the first act of all of this picked up the satellite radio and heard a voice on the other end that gave us that sequence of words that are related exactly to the operation that we're undergoing right now. The words being, like, I have so many documents. India Moon, which is Daimonian anagram, as we found out. Dallan.
Yep.
Exeter.
Yep.
Daimonian, which is funny because it's the anagram of India Moon, and then Seer.
Seer?
Seer.
S-E-E-R or S-E-A-R?
I'm trying to. Oh, it's S-E-E-R-E probably.
Oh.
Because the satellite phone that Kendra received last session, the one with the bug in it, was apparently created by a Seer Inc. S-E-E-R-E, with a Pegasus logo on it.
And turning over the photo, you see someone has written a message on the back, and this is what it says. Have you read this for me?
Okay. Metaphor robed in mystery. A silken slide of years. Just long enough to fake a fair hello and let the flames anoint. From the pit of Numenon, by the slow-blooded Fiva, I charge thee. When the last arabesque unfurls, you may find me. Oh, jeez. This is crazy. Glad I succeeded on that sanity.
Yeah, true.
I appreciate that. I mean, she had her big freak out moment with about Reagan Jones last session, so it kind of makes sense. That she'd be okay with it. Sorry, I'm like taking notes simultaneously. as I'm doing
I
this.
know. It's so hard. There's so much information in the past.
There's too much information, Tyler. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay. So I think now that she knows that like at least a couple of the other people are like they've all heard the name Reagan Jones at this point. Gonna bring it to the group at large.
You guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So immediately upon saying this, Harold's gonna need to make a sanity check, for sure. So why don't you give that to me first?
Oh, why so few?
It's not the. I mean, the fact that he's in this photo is just insane by itself. The thing that really just eats away at you. He looks slightly older in this photo than you remember him.
Reagan?
Yeah, he looks like he's maybe like 5 years older than the last time you saw him. So you can subtract 1 from your sanity. And you can... Actually, that will be unnatural, so don't have to check anything. And you do notice that that backpack radio that he has on is exactly the same as the one that was in Abigail's apartment all those years ago.
It would be in that cataloged evidence. Was everything stolen from the storage unit, or just like a couple things?
No, they just took the road atlas that Reagan had used to try to find that building with labeled
yeah,
B.
like the parking lot. Yeah.
Weirdly, that was the only item they took. Everything else was accounted for.
And they're dead now.
Yeah, you walked out and there was just blood everywhere. You heard screams and gunshots.
Hey, maybe the arrow's telling us to go back to the radio. I mean, telling you, not us, because we don't know about that.
That's fair. R. Labolus. Is that an acronym?
I don't have.
Yeah.
No, I don't
wait,
have
was
them
about
in
to
my.
look.
I don't have them in my list of names.
With your computer science, it doesn't seem to be an acronym. Seems to be a real name.
Okay. R. Labolus. I don't.
Do I have
that
any?
name written down anywhere?
Do I have any way that I could possibly contact the handler from EMSO?
Can I?
Oh, you found out he was dead.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Marvin Bloom.
Yeah, he committed suicide, sadly, in 2001.
Oh, but do I believe it? Was it suspicious?
Ooh. Yeah, why don't you give me an intelligence roll?
I think that's something I would have maybe checked into.
Yeah, I agree.
Whenever I had heard about it. You said intelligence?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Did not seem suspicious. It seemed like maybe he was struggling with, he basically forced you at gunpoint to blow this building up and seemingly condemn this team of agents to death or worse than death. So you might have just been struggling for a number of years and just, unfortunately...
The team is in Carcosa now.
We in Carcosa now, boys.
to not be upset about it.
Yeah, but you know that a a lot of those old school Delta Green guys, there's a lot of bravado. There's a lot of like not showing your true face to people, and you know, to
Well,
play.
that's why I'm still here and they're not. You know.
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah, but you know, with your intelligence, you think like all the signs were there that he felt some level of guilt, not contacting you or checking up on you ever. You probably ended up becoming a symbol of his guilt, so he just cut contact with you entirely and iced you out of Delta Green.
Oh no, I'm so upset about that.
Yeah, it worked out for you.
Oh.
It worked out. And unfortunately, you know, committed suicide. I think I told you guys this before. He had a partner named Sandra Bloom. And you found out she's still alive. So that could be a potential avenue, but he has passed.
Gotcha. And is she still in New York, or is she? Have I kept any tabs? Could I look at her? Could I look her up?
Yeah, I'll say that's easy enough. Just with a quick Google. Actually, I'll even make a luck roll for me.
Sure. That's just a flat D20, right?
Nope, that's a score actually on your sheet that you can click on.
Oh, okay.
It's a flat 50 for everyone though. Oh, cool. Yeah, she's still alive. And it looks like
You said it was Sandra.
Sandra Bloom. And she looks like she lives in the Bronx.
Good to know. All right. Cool. Is it about 4 o'clock?
It can be. If you guys are all good with your research and everything, we can advance the time to 4 o'clock.
Also, I didn't
we-
realize it when you were reading the person thing the first time.
Mhm.
That's literally what was experienced when looking at the person thing at least by Reagan.
That's right.
I mean, I didn't see the face of the lion, didn't see the bear, but it was like a guy in like a jacket or something, and he was carrying a ferocious viper. He had like a big snake he was holding, and right before it, just like a loud sounding, which before
horn.
him there can be heard
Yeah.
trumpets sounding.
Yeah.
Hmm. Could we call the facility and tell them that some government agents are stopping by to evaluate?
Well,
There.
Dallan knows we're coming. Yeah, but we should call him and say,
Just to give us an air of legitimacy.
yeah.
Yeah, who's gonna call the facility?
I can do it. So I'll pick up the phone and call Dallan using a number on his card.
Yeah, it rings. You go through like a front desk lady who talks to you for a bit, but immediately, almost like mid-sentence, you're patched through to another part of the facility, and this guy answers, and he's like, "Hey, this is Dr. Dallan."
Hi, Dr. Dallan. This is some people that
Yeah,
a friend named Exeter might have informed you about. We're in town today. We're just prepping. We'll be over probably in the next day or so, just to be on the lookout for us.
right. Yeah, yeah, totally fine. By the way, you can, be as open as you want. This is a secure line I have in my office, so
Good to know.
anything you wish to
Well-
discuss with me. What time are you guys looking to come by? I could potentially see you
Probably
guys.
around noon tomorrow.
I don't know if that'll work. I think sometime after 5 would be better.
5 p.m.
5 p.m.
All right. I mean,
We just have
we have nothing
visitation
going on,
hours before that, so I just don't want to create too much of a stir with the patients and their relatives here. I want to try to bring
Completely
as little
understandable.
attention as possible to the group.
Great. All right, well, make plans to see us at 5, and we're going to be coming in as inspectors from the VA, looking to support some of our veterans and hoping to fund the Dorchester House. So, anyone asks why there are a couple of people looking like Govies, that's the reason.
All right. Yeah, I can play along with that. And you said 5 p.m. tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll give you a tour of the facility. My head nurse here will take you up to my office. And I thank you for helping me with this. Exeter was quite helpful. So I just hope these patients can be found.
Of course, we'll try our best.
And this is what you actually Googled him. This is what Dallan looks like. I'm gonna put him on the evidence board here. It's played by Harrison Ford in this campaign.
Harrison Ford.
But imagine like 80s Harrison Ford, but like the physique of like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like he's just like jacked. And you can kind of see that in the art too. Like he's a bit more solidly built than Harrison Ford is.
Wait, what? Oh, Doctor Dallan. I was like, does he have a different first name? I'm pretty sure it was Richard.
First name Doctor.
Yeah.
So 5 p.m. on Wednesday, you've set up this appointment.
Mm-hmm. All right. I guess we could prep for Vinny's first. Evan's little foray to the encounter group.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna give him like an AirPod. Do those exist in 2015? I don't remember.
Ooh, I think they do.
Wait, what? What are you asking about?
I want to give him like an AirPod so we can talk to him. If not, just like an earpiece. I feel like we should probably
first
scrounge up an
announced on
earpiece.
September 7th, 2016.
Damn.
Oh,
okay,
we're
we don't-
fucked. We're fucked.
Okay,
Like
so we're not
the
gonna be able to get an
military would have
earpiece,
had that
but-
kind of thing.
Yeah, but we're not the military. We'd probably take a while to requisition it again. So, all right.
Hashtag.
Evans, are you comfortable bringing in like a talkie or something, or can you handle yourself while you're in there?
A
Evan?
walkie-talkie, you said?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about
How comfortable you are going with in the dark room alone with these folks again?
I could have a live call with you guys. I could have like a headphones wrapped up in my shirt like I'm wearing a wire.
That works. I mean, if it's gonna be dark and you won't be seen, that's fine. Just want to make sure that you're not getting outed immediately.
Should be pretty private, pretty hidden, and pretty dark in there, so I don't think anyone would question it.
Let's get you some headphones then. I guess we're gonna go to a Best Buy or something. Get them a pair of headphones to wear.
Okay. Yeah, you just find like a basic set of like Apple headphones. You plug it into a call that you have on your phone that you can talk to them with.
What I'm gonna do just for extra precaution is like I'll have like the robes and I'll have like the mask on, but I'll have like the hood up. So like in the dark, I think it should be fine that like the headphones are like around my ears. I don't think anyone should. I think that'd be, or maybe just one ear, but like I think that would be, you know, pretty safe.
Okay. And is everyone else going to basically be on like a stakeout sort of situation outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring a
Yeah.
rental car and bring some McDonald's and just kind of sit outside with a camera, probably.
Okay. Yeah, so are you guys getting there early? Are you getting there like when the meeting starts?
I think I'll get there like an hour or so early to see the people like come and go essentially as they set up or something.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have you make an alertness roll. You have maybe like a pair of binoculars and you're just sort of gazing through to see.
Okay. Alertness, you said?
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
Okay. Yeah, so with a failure, you go to this church, St. Jude Church, and the failure is you don't realize that there's like a back door that these people could have been using to set up. But at some point you see like there appears to be like a middle-aged, maybe a bit younger, maybe like late 30s, early 40s, Hispanic woman who appears to be there with a teenage Hispanic kid, maybe her son. It seems like it from how they're acting. And you see that they have like a cardboard box of like masks and robes, and they're just like getting things ready, setting up. It's just really odd. Like you see at one point the son walks away and this woman just like dons a mask and like a robe. Like it's really
What type of masks are they? Are they like the opera masks?
They
Are they
are
like masked ball masks?
yeah, so they're expressionless white masks of paper mache.
Interesting.
And you see that she takes up some kind of like ceremonial position at the front of the church to like greet people coming in. And yeah, the outside of the cardboard box too that she has seems to have like Russian writing stamped on the side of it, which is also really weird. But you can't make it out with your failure. But yeah, you see people start to spill in as soon as like maybe like 6:45. People start to show up and head inside. What time does Distilios head up?
probably like 5 minutes before the session.
Okay. He shows up. There's already quite a few people in there, and once again you see this greeter. Before when you went, they were calling themselves the Phantom. It was like the role that they were playing in this charade. And this Hispanic woman seems to be the Phantom this time, and she's like, "Hello. Are you coming for the group?"
Oh yeah, and I'm ready to go.
You're
Like
already.
I think I'm already donned in my.
Yeah, you already have your robes. That's great. You can find a seat anywhere inside. We have a buffet trays out the back as well. So help yourself.
My nibble. Thank you.
Of course.
I'm gonna go and destroy the buffet.
You head up, and it is extremely good Dominican food. Like some of the best you've had. Like those like barbecue beans. You see like a lot of like plantain based things. It's really, really tasty. A lot of rice, a lot
I'm
of
not
chicken.
muted too, so you guys can just hear me just mowing food for.
How long is this gonna go on? And at some point, people stop eating and they start making their way to that familiar circle of chairs that you saw before. Unless you'd like to try to like do any investigation before that as you're eating.
Are the lights still on? Like there's a damn. Like what's
Yeah, give
the
me
candles?
give me an alertness roll. I'm gonna see what you can notice.
Oh, nice fumble there.
Oh. With a fumble, you have no time for investigation. Like, people just start to, like, literally usher you to the circle. They're like, come on, it's time.
But these beans are so good.
Yeah, you sit down. This group is actually larger than the one you went to before, so people actually have to sit out of this session because there aren't enough chairs. But you're one of the lucky ones that gets to, well, maybe lucky, who gets to go up in this first round. Everyone else seems to go to like a waiting room in the back. And you hear that familiar like call and response. Maybe by this point you know it actually, but the speaker calls out to everyone, who is this Hispanic woman, and she's like, say the things we cannot say elsewhere. Everyone else says, truth leads us. Find ourselves and know ourselves. Truth makes us all. Become the rulers of our own lives. Truth frees us all. Say what you will. And suddenly there's a gong that sounds in the distance, and the lights go out by themselves in this room. This point is called the shuffle. You remember it from the first time you went? When the lights went off, it was just like chaos. People basically, it was like musical chairs. You get up and you try to find like a new seat.
Oh wait, but this time there's not enough seats for everybody.
There is for this like group.
Oh, okay.
Basically, the spillover went to like a back room. And you quickly like try to find your way in the dark with your like critical fail. Maybe you like fall over onto a chair and like hit somebody while you're doing it, and like you kind of make a commotion, and you very much lose track of like who is who, even the speaker, who's now become part of the circle themselves. And the light comes back on, and everyone is seated. And this is when the confessions begin. You hear a voice that sounds like a little girl. The hotel is the secret. I dreamt about it, and it's somewhere in the city. If you go there and you look for it, you might find the answer. In the dream, a bellhop told me there were tunnels in the basement. You hear another voice that sounds almost like a similar cadence to Stelios, like a working class, like New York kind of voice. It's like, I found a hole in my wall beneath the dryer. I can't wait anymore. I'm going in tonight. I'm gonna find my bottle. You hear a female British voice. People are inside mirrors. You can only see them when you know how, but they're always there. Once you figure it out, you can't not see them. I keep all my mirrors locked up in my guest room just in case. I mean, who knows if they can come out?
Go off, Queen.
Mirror.
You hear another voice that's like, has anyone else noticed the people on fire? I mean, people like not screaming or nothing, but walking down the street with smoke pouring out their mouth and their eyes. Is that a no? Is that just me? You hear another female voice. There's this homeless guy who creeps around my neighborhood. He's wearing like a big gold outfit, like a cloak made of garbage. It's all messed up. I can't see his face, but he watches me. But whenever I go out to see him, he's gone. Anyone else seen this man? And everyone's like, yeah. Does Stelio share anything?
Yeah. This is kind of like basically my first time doing one of these. But I was on a trip. I was on vacation really down south, and I was attacked by a chupacabra, and I just never recovered from it. I've just seen some shapes, seen some figures, and sometimes I question whether what I'm seeing is reality or it's just all in my head. Does anyone else ever feel like that sometimes?
And you find it's weirdly very supportive. Everyone's like, yeah. And some woman speaks up. She seems to be like an older lady. She's like, did that creature look like a cross between a dead body and a moth?
Yes. Yeah. It kind of did.
I've seen one. I've seen one.
What happened?
Well, I was too scared. I closed my shutters and popped a few sleeping pills, and the puppet men went away. You hear a voice, and I'm gonna have you make a human roll in this moment, because the voice seems familiar to you. It seems familiar, but you can't place it. You hear a familiar sounding voice that's like, and you said you encountered this, where? In Louisiana?
I was almost, yeah. I can't remember if I mentioned it, but I was in Alabama actually. I'm gonna lie because I didn't say that I was in.
Yeah, give me a sanity roll. Figuring out this person knew.
Oh,
okay.
Success barely.
Nice. Oh, I was just curious. I have some family down in Iberia Parish, Louisiana. Curious if you had been there.
Is that where I was?
It was pretty close. That's like a couple towns over from where you were.
Well, yeah, I flew into Louisiana. I took a little road trip. And maybe I came across them. I met Dolly Parton while I was down there. It was pretty cool.
That's pretty impressive. And this figure makes a confession. Like I said, voice seems very familiar to you for some reason. I'm writing a book that seems important to me. It's so important that when I make a mistake, I eat that mistake. I don't know why, but it makes me feel better. Eating the pages.
What?
And it's at this point that you see one of the figures in the circle attracts your attention. unlike the others, a shadow of deeper black appears to be casting out behind this figure. And the shadow grows slowly in size and scope the longer you look at it. And you see, faintly in the darkness, golden highlights. Do you keep looking or do you look away?
I don't think I can look away. I think I'd be too mesmerized.
It's sort of almost like, you know, those like spiral patterns that if you look at them, you start to see things on the edge of your vision. The longer you focus on this figure, you see this ghostly white face that's just hovering in the darkness behind them. And looking around, you see behind every speaker, there's a ghostly white porcelain face that's just hovering there in the darkness. Give me a sanity roll.
Oh,
Okay, you're crushing these. I mean, you got an 80, so. You sort of like rub your eyes and it goes away. The faces are gone. You think it must have been just a trick of the light. And like last time, it's super jarring. All of a sudden, you hear you feel this like firm hand clasp on your shoulder, and you turn around and the lights are on and everyone's getting up out of their seats. It's done. People start to leave and put away their masks and their robes, some in private, some in public. And the Phantom ushers in the next group of people to be part of this next, like, almost like a seance. What does Stelios do?
does it seem like they've calculated perfectly the amount of like chairs for the participants?
No, does not. It seems like they only have 10, so they're letting people in waves to sort of do this.
I'm gonna try to see if I can like time it to like just like stay with this next group.
Okay. Someone outside who's doing surveillance, give me a alertness roll as this group of people come out.
Okie dokie.
What's your
arty
alertness?
chokey.
I mean, can we all do alertness?
Sure. You guys are all watching.
Oh, oh,
When you're
Oh.
watching.
Oh.
I failed.
Oh.
You guys
Five.
have one
we
job.
suck at surveillance.
Fumble is
Mm.
wrong.
Everyone failed,
Well, the
and
fumble's kinda
Errol got a
crazy.
fumble.
What if I push it though?
You could push it if you want.
What if we have 2 critical failures? What happens?
Can't be any worse than one, right?
They both get
Catastrophic.
shot in the head.
Oh!
Pushed fumble?
Oh,
A pushed
no.
fumble.
My
Oh,
eyes
no.
fucking explode.
Oh my god.
This is like the goofiest thing to have like the worst rolls of the campaign on.
We all actually fall asleep in the car.
We're gonna
No,
die.
probably-
Like there's gonna be a mob of people who just attack us.
No. We have our service pistols. It's okay.
Yeah, so the critical failure is actually catastrophic failure.
Strong.
You start to see red and blue lights. And you see that a cop has pulled up right behind you and they're flashing their lights at you. What do you do?
I
Wait,
drop
who's
my
driving?
glasses.
Who's driving? Before we do anything, who's driving?
Yeah, who was driving?
I think me, right? So I'm in the seat.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can be driving.
Okay. We'll just stay in the car and I'll
Honestly,
roll
it's
down
like-
my window.
Sir, are we doing anything illegal?
Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, you see, officer comes up. He wraps his knuckle on the glass outside the driver's side window.
Hey there, officer. Is there a problem here?
Yeah, license and registration, please.
Yeah, we're out of town. This is a rental. Give him my license.
And he gets your
registry.
real license, and he looks
Yeah,
at
he gets
it.
my real fucking license. Yeah,
Um,
not good.
looks at it. Looks at the registration. Okay. Can I ask you what you're doing in this neighborhood this time of night?
Yeah, our friend is going to some. He told us to pick him up, but he didn't tell us what time it was over, so we've been just waiting here for a while.
Okay. You do know you're parked illegally, right?
Am I actually parked illegally?
Give me a law roll.
I don't see that person. But did you say it was like a luck roll?
Law.
Oh, law roll. I got only a 30 in law. That's crazy. What is that? What is that?
Oh no!
You're like shit. I am parked illegally. He's right.
Yeah. You want me to move on? I'll move. We didn't actually know we were parked illegally.
Yeah, just if your friend's down there, just pick him up and keep driving. We got pretty aggressive meter maids here, so just looking out for you.
That feels so suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that he like, sus.
Goes out again and shoots you in
Sorry,
the
Now
head.
he has your
I didn't
he
catch
took your ID as well.
I didn't catch your name, officer, by the way.
Oh, my name is Officer Wright.
Officer Wright.
Oh no!
Sure, if I can have my license back, we'll just be on.
Very well. Sounds good. You gentlemen and lady, have a nice rest of your night.
Thank you, officer.
And he waves you off and goes back to his patrol car.
Checklist for next time. Get the ID as well. Shit.
Harold in the back of the car.
Yeah, and so by this point, Stelios comes out. You try to look for that person whose voice sounded familiar, and because of all the fumbles, you don't find them. But you make it out back to the car. So what would you guys like to do now? It's probably like 8 o'clock.
I'm taking notes. Is it right or actually I don't care. Well, I wouldn't have known.
Well, it's getting late. I've got to get to bed soon.
Yeah. Is the cop still there when Vinny gets out? Like, is he just patrolling the streets?
Yeah, he just looks to be like just patrolling.
Okay.
Give me an alertness roll as you guys drive off.
Gosh dang it! All right.
Let's see if you guys.
There's no way we can fail 5 times in a row. Surely we can't fail 5 times in a row.
Yeah, you just see he's sort of just like parked there, and he has a little spot. He parks down the street from the church. You figure maybe he's like just meant to monitor the church and just kind of
in on it,
keep people moving. But yeah, you guys drive off. Are you guys just gonna like disperse back to your hotels? Are you going to the penthouse? What's the plan?
I think we'll drive us back to the penthouse.
Drive you back to the penthouse?
Yeah. I think in the car I'm gonna be like, next time, guys, we need IDs apparently, because cops are just trolling.
Troll, dude, you're in with the internet memes.
I know. That's like hot right now.
Troll.
The cop is
Actually, I
just being
think
a
it's
troll.
dated. I think it's dated even in 2015.
Yeah,
So.
you're probably right. The Velociraptor meme.
Me gusta.
Wow, Ryan couldn't handle it.
Yeah, his audio was like cutting out a bit.
Damn, rip.
Ryan's rip.
Ryan's rip.
It's rip.
All right, well, I'll say for now, you guys make it back to the penthouse. All of you are together.
Hello?
Oh, yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I'm back. I don't
Oh!
know why that's been happening.
Ah! I found it!
Found what?
Right. Wright was one of the people who lived in the McAllister building.
Abigail, right?
Oh
Well,
yeah, that
yeah.
was Abigail.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's why
I
I
know.
was like,
I
the
knew
officer.
Wright was correct. Like, I got
When he
that.
said right, I was like, fuck.
I just didn't know if that was. It's earmarked, but it's not. It's not an official.
But I mean,
thing.
if it's associated with
Are
potentially
you really gonna
associated with
think that a thing in this isn't?
Yeah, you fucking right. You right. You right. You right.
you, right? I forgot
This
that
is
her
gonna
last name
be
was Wright this
her
entire
brother.
time because people have just been referring to her as Abby. Just
Or
this
maybe an
mysterious Abby the entire time.
That is true.
Kendra, do you mind running a search on that officer we encountered when we get back to the penthouse?
Yeah, I mean, I could. Yeah, that'd totally be within Kendra's wheelhouse.
Okay, give me a search or computer science.
I'm gonna go with my higher
How
one
do we-
here because
As he's searching, or as she's searching, yes,
Finally.
finally! Oh my god! I think I posted the group. What do we think about that officer taking my license? Is that something we'll have to deal with in the future?
So with a success, you do find a police officer, Boston PD, but usually stationed in BPD, usually stationed in Dorchester though. His name is Alan Wright. This is how you spell his name. But he seems to have no connection to Abigail Wright or her father Thomas Wright, who was looking for her in the 90s.
okay. I mean, if he's a legitimate officer and was just giving you fair warning, didn't write you
Citation or ticket?
so shouldn't really place you here.
That's true. I think we should just keep it in the back of our minds just in case we need to clean up our tracks.
Alan
Just killing a police officer?
right. It's just the gender bent Abigail.
Yeah, honestly.
Benter.
Wait. Okay, yeah, we're good. Okay. Alright, so tomorrow we're going to the test house. Do we want to prep before we do?
And I think I'm gonna be ready.
Yeah, I think we'll be...
We can't really like go in with anything.
No, but we'll have our VAIDs that we
Could-
now have.
Could I try to acquire a list of patients?
You can, but it's going to be extremely difficult. I think it's probably going to be at a minus 40% because, well, you do have a hacker with you, actually, I just realized. So you could either... Anyone else would need to make a roll at minus 40%. Kendra would make one at minus 20%. It's quite difficult to obtain these records, but you could do it.
Minus 20% is still over a 50-50 for Kendra.
Yeah, why don't you make the roll? You
Is
try.
there any way
All right, we want to
could
get a
hit
53 or
Kendra?
below.
Oh
Critical
my
success.
God.
Retribution.
Okay, yeah, that is right. This is gonna be huge. Wow, you're gonna get some very important information here. Okay. Yeah, so looking through, are you guys all sort of like crowded around looking at this? Is this like a group project?
I'm gonna
Harold's
need another.
never
I'm gonna need another set of hands on this. Hacking into the database.
I guess, are you guys all still in the penthouse, or have you scattered?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so she's going through the list. And this is quite impressive. Like, hacking into this private mental health facilities database and successfully extracting this private, like, patient information is extremely impressive. Even for someone like Jack, who's like trained law enforcement. Like, this seems pretty crazy to you. There's a lot of programs you see that you just don't recognize, that she's just like, going to town. There's a famous patient here. His name is Ed Miller Wist, and you've actually heard this name because he was associated with a set of murders called the Poor Little Rich Boy murders in the press. The state of California convicted Wist of murder, but he successfully pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity. And his family trust decided to move him to Dorchester House for his new home, and persuaded the California courts to send him there.
What were the name of the murders again?
Poor Little Rich Boy murders. I'm gonna put this in the chat.
Poor Little Rich Boy murders.
It was a very public trial, which is why it was known. He got a shotgun. He murdered his father, mother, and sister with it on his 16th birthday. And it was just a wild story because his family just was of obscene wealth. And even despite multiple failed lawsuits, on his 21st birthday, he came into full possession of his wealth. A family firm called Keyes, Norrells, Ingalls, and Grant.
Oh. Oh.
Wait, put that
Why?
name in.
That name's familiar. I don't know why. It's probably in my notes somewhere.
Oh, it is, probably. Keyes, Norris, Ingalls, and Grant.
I think before I was taking notes in this.
And this is like the law office.
This is his family's attorneys. You find
Okay.
you find their names in, because you got a critical, so I'm giving you all the information you could possibly get on Google.
Woo!
The other thing you do find that's strange, he changed his name at some point. Originally, his last name, according to state records, was Guison. Ed Miller Guison.
Was or is?
Was. He changed his name to Ed Miller Wist.
Guisson?
It seems like actually, the more you look at it, it seems like he didn't change his name. It seems like his mother changed it when she remarried. But yeah, Keyes, Norrells, Ingalls, and Grant. It's a powerful LA law firm that they hold on retainer. And they seem to be extremely litigious. Like, they'll spend hundreds of thousands of dollars pursuing harassment complaints against their clients. Yeah, so you're gonna find the full list here. So I'm just gonna put these names in. You find a patient named Timothy Bale. You find his record. He seems to be an army veteran who served 2 tours in Iraq. Suffers from PTSD, night terrors, social anxiety disorder, and depression. On his second tour, an IED killed everyone besides him in a troop transport, and it shattered his right kneecap and permanently deafened his right ear. And after a turbulent week at home, he just was immediately sent to psychiatric help. And looking him up, you see in his picture, he has a set of tattoos along his neck. One of Mr. Toad and one of a Cheshire Cat. You find a patient named Dorothy Yale. She's an older, dark-haired woman. Her records were actually sealed, but you found a way to sort of access them. She appears to be from a wealthy Bostonian family, very guarded. And you don't find much about them online. But you find that she was committed for depression and bipolar disorder. You find another patient. I know this is a lot, but I want to give you as much as I can with that.
Critical.
A patient named John Pelati. Appears to be a New Hampshire man, suffers from delusions of grandeur, prone to violence, which is why he was put on the 3rd floor, which is like the maximum security floor. You find another California patient, this one named Valencia Sanchez, but she goes by the name Violet.
Ah!
Yep,
Right? That was a right ah?
I think so. That sounds familiar.
She
I gotta search my notes.
V is for Violet, right?
V is for Violet. She appears to be a teenage Hispanic girl, committed by her parents from California. Her story also went kind of viral because she seemingly wrote a book about herself, claiming that she was like a modern day prophet, and that the institutions of America were corrupt, and she was the one to sort of lead the people into a new messianic age. And it was just kind of sad. Like, there were a lot of people online who were just like trolling her and like really making her life hell until she got the help that she needed. But there's some light like Google hits on her for that. Another woman named Cloris Gareth Vance. Committed for manic delusions of omnipotence. Another guy named Rudolph Valater. Middle-aged man suffering from PTSD from his tour in Afghanistan. Seems to be in a good road to recovery. You find a woman from New York who's been committed since 1997. A woman named Sarah Atkin. And there's one more. You find
You guys remember who Sarah Atkin is?
I don't remember, but I remember the
man.
name.
That was Levsner's girlfriend.
Oh shit.
Or
That poor girl.
one of the two. It was Julie Nemen and Sarah Atkins, I believe.
And so Sarah Atkin is gonna prompt a sanity check. That's why I was asking
Yeah.
if you're in the room. From Jack.
Yeah.
It's against helplessness though, so if you fail, you're gonna become adapted.
So wait, how does that work?
Just make a sanity roll, and we'll see what happens if you fail or succeed. Okay, so you're gonna check the last box on helplessness.
Where's helplessness? Oh, I
On
see.
the right side.
Yep, and I'll have you roll a d6 for me. Oh. Okay.
Yikes. That sucks.
That does. Oh my god, that's gonna suck for you too. So you're gonna decrease your power score by 6. That's gonna be really
what's your-
rough. It's
What is
willpower.
a power score? What the?
That's what
flip?
determines your sanity.
Yeah.
I see.
So unfortunately, well, I hate to be the
Do I
bearer of bad
break?
news. You immediately break because your breaking point goes above your current sanity.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna drop this.
Why does my power update? Wait, why does it?
No, that's
Is
correct.
it not updating?
No, it's updating. I see that.
I don't see it updating.
Oh wait,
Let me...
you had it for a sec. Wait, what happened? Oh, there you go.
No, I changed it back and back again because I didn't see anything updating. So I was wondering what's happening.
Okay. The last patient. I'm just gonna do this real quick so you guys have this. It's a guy named Joseph Marie Glowanek. Appears to be a former accountant turned butterfly collector who seemingly suffered a nervous breakdown and was hospitalized and subsequently moved here.
Potential MK Ultra situation.
It does seem weird.
Butterflies is a classic.
And you know what? I think before we get to Jack's break, you rolled a critical, Kendra. I gotta give it to you. Critical's really good.
Let's go.
Sometimes they have photos of the patients in these records. Actually, most of the time they do. And this guy looks exactly like the guy you encountered in the tunnels beneath the base in South Korea. He's a tall, bold man. You remember him talking to you and saying, "This one is the Purple Emperor," and there's a collection of insects below. I'll have you give me a sanity roll as well, as you realize this.
That's crazy.
Wait, who's this? This is the
He was like
Joseph
my
guy?
handler, right?
Yeah.
Sanity.
He called himself Mr. Tripp.
Success.
Okay. But in this moment, Jack has a nervous breakdown. How does that manifest? What happens? Does he leave in a huff? Does he like all of a sudden like this is essentially the straw that breaks the camel's back?
Yeah, I think you just hear him say, like, he pounds the table like multiple times. He says, "God damn it, Richard! God damn it, Richard!" And then he storms out of the penthouse, like sort of like hyperventilating.
Yeah, and it wasn't even the fact that she was in there because you knew that she was sent to Dorchester House.
Yeah.
It's her picture that really. She has a completely shaved head, no eyebrows,
Okay.
and her face just looks like it's like she's been suffering for a decade or more. Like when you see a person's face compared to like how they were in the past, and it almost seems like maladapted.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. She looks like an insane person. And I think that's the straw that breaks his back. Maybe it's a sense of like, I could have done something to prevent this from happening. Maybe it's like feeling bad knowing that this is Jack's former partner that was suffering for all this time. But yeah, crazy. You got a great time for a critical, I would say. You got a ton of information.
Yeah. At what cost?
What'd you say?
Yeah, literally.
I said at what cost?
At what
So Tyler,
cost?
can you explain to me power versus all that stuff? Because I don't think it's updated on my sheet still.
It looks updated to me. You have a 4 now, which is really unfortunate.
So 4 is that you said that informs breaking point?
It informs breaking point. Yeah, essentially power is willpower. So
okay,
it'll affect your breaking point, your sanity when you start the game, as well as willpower saves.
What stats change? I'm so confused. Like I don't see anything
just
changing.
power and power times 5 probably.
And
right?
your breaking point is increased as well.
Yeah.
So the breaking point the current breaking point is 46, right? And that's higher than my 42. That's why it.
So it'll be reset.
Okay.
So now your breaking point. Oh no! Are you gonna hit 2? You might hit 2. I think 1 breaking point is brutal enough. I'm gonna reset it 1 more, so it's gonna be to.
I see it updating now.
So it's 42. So it's gonna be.
Tyler's bestowing mercy upon us.
Yeah, that would be brutal. It's 38.
I can make a 3rd character.
So basically, what's brutal about this is like, the lower your power is, the smaller intervals between your breaking point.
Mm-hmm.
So you're only getting subtracted by 4 each time.
Oh.
So that is what is going to be brutal about this.
Oh,
I see.
Your power is equal to like the space between breaking points.
Gotcha. So I'm 2 away from I'm 4 away from another. I see. What was the maximum for then? Because you made the exception, right?
Yeah, so basically it brought you up to 46, it dropped you to 42, which was your exact like sanity points.
Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha.
But I'm hand waving that because I think that's pretty brutal to have 2 breaking points. It also doesn't really make sense. Like it's just one and done.
Narrative. Yeah. So what happens if I reach this breaking point?
So
how many breaking points can you have?
You can have as many as possible until you reach 0. Once you reach 0, you become property of the handler. Like you just become like an insane character. If you each time you hit a breaking point, you gain a mental disorder. So you're gonna gain a mental disorder.
A mental disorder.
So at some point I'll send you the list and you can decide. Actually, maybe I'll just do that now since I have the time. But you got that from helplessness. So this will be under like the helplessness category. Actually, do you still have access to the need to know Delta Green PDF I sent you guys?
We need a place to store all these things.
Oh wait, I forgot. I think I have the compendium, so I think you can actually look it up. Let me see. Mental disorder. Oh, maybe not. What the fuck?
There should be like a files section of Discord.
Instead of it just being posted in a chat. Maybe we should create a chat specifically for Delta Green handouts. I see it. I can probably repost it.
Yeah, do that.
Oh, you probably downloaded it.
Me?
Yeah, because it's the link that Tyler sent us was on Drive-Through RPG.
I
I mean, I think I downloaded it probably. Let me
don't
check.
think I have it in my downloads because I clear out my
RPG
downloads
source
pretty often.
system. Oh yeah, I do have it. Can I just? Let me find you in Discord. Hopefully it's not too big. It might be too big. Yeah, fuck. Fuck.
Yeah, so this will be my reminder to you guys. You can always project onto a bond if you don't want to take sanity damage. That will probably become more important as we go along. So if you ever want to do that, if you're close to a breaking point and it seems smart to do it, you just roll a d4 and you reduce the sanity by that much and you reduce a bond by that much. So hypothetically, you could have stopped this breaking point, but just keep in mind, guys, that it's always an option if you want to do it. Damn, I'm trying to find.
I'll do it. I'm close to something. I'm just gonna screenshot the page that has disorders and post it.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Yeah, I was trying to find it in the compendium, and it's just like not coming up, which is weird.
Where is my most recent screenshot?
Third character, let's go!
You're fine.
You're fine for now, yeah.
You have
Oh,
an
instant
irrational
death
fear
is a
of-
disorder? That's crazy.
What?
I pick instant death
I'm
for
just
character.
I'm just kidding. Alright. Save options.
Yes,
copy
the
to
deadly
clipboard.
death disorder. The worst of them all.
Deadly death.
What is this against? Helplessness?
This is against helplessness.
So there's like specific disorders for. I just posted it
I see.
in general.
Depression, anxiety, addiction, obsession. Ooh. What is conversion disorder? Oh, I can have DID? That's crazy.
It means that your character now plays by the rules of a previous edition of the game.
Type of
Hell
content
yeah.
we need.
Conversion disorder.
Okay. I'll have to... Is there descriptions for those, or are those like you pick one and then the DM tells you what it is?
No,
I think
that'd
you're
be-
supposed to tell us what it is.
yeah. So if you have one that you're sort of honing in on, I can tell you what it does.
Dude, what if I do DID, but I'm also Richard Levson?
Oh, conversion disorder is interesting.
So DID is most of the time your agent seems fine. Suffering temporary insanity or reaching the breaking point triggers an acute episode in which your agent takes on an alternate identity with its own personality and memories.
Oh no.
Over time, more identities may surface. The handler decides
Let's
when
go.
and whether you keep control of your agent's behavior.
Wait, that's so cool.
Maybe you can just turn into like an idealized version of Levsner.
Oh, that'd be so
Yeah.
fucked. Oh god, I love it though. Yeah, if there's anything else you want to know about, just
what's obsession?
obsessive is if the only thing you can control in prison is the arrangement of your belongings in a window still, you are likely to become very focused on them. An agent with obsessive compulsive disorder suffers a constant need to arrange everything perfectly. Losing 2 or more sanity in any single roll triggers an acute episode that incurs a minus 20% penalty to every skill test and SAN roll until your agent brings things into order.
Well, that's obsessive compulsive, right?
Yeah.
There's another listing that says just obsession.
Oh, well, yeah. What's just obsession?
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. There is another one. Your agent becomes fixated on some person, place, event, or act. Losing 2 or more sanity in any single roll triggers an acute episode, which lasts days. In that time, any long-term action or skill use is at minus 20% because your agent's mind is so often wrapped around its obsession.
What if the obsession's related to the thing at hand?
That's a
I'll
good
think
question. I don't think I'd
Let me-
impose a
let me-
penalty if it was related to what was at hand. But anything besides that would be a
Yeah.
minus 20, including like basic.
Well,
Like-
I think obsession would make sense because he's still obsessed with finding out what happened to Levsner, right?
Okay. So he becomes fixated on.
Like not Levsner himself, but unwrapping like what happened. Like he found documents that he was in Delta Green. He was able to find those case files that were like misorganized on purpose by Marvin Bloom. But he doesn't know where he is, how he died, or like now that he knows that the supernatural exists, if he's still alive inside the like that building that blew up.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna say this is obsession. Levsner's fate.
Yeah, Levsner's fate. That's good. Except he'll eventually find out that he got crushed by a bookshelf. That's sad.
So
Time to hit the books.
Yeah.
So anytime you lose 2 or more sanity, you're gonna have a multiple days long episode where you'll need to look further into this.
Yeah.
Anything else will be at minus 20.
Good. Yeah, this is good.
And imagine if you lose 4 sanity, then you'll
Yeah,
have
I think-
another
So
break.
I hope you guys know if I have another break against helplessness, I'm gonna do DID and become Richard Levsner.
Well, you actually,
That's where this is going.
he's adjusted that to helplessness now, right?
He is. So you only take the minimum for helplessness.
Whenever you roll against helplessness.
Oh, I see.
And
that'll be a 1 though, right? Is that what that is?
or a 0 depending on the check.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I'm gonna recommend anytime you take sanity damage, you're probably gonna want to project onto a bond going forward. You're not gonna want to hit that second breaking point.
I don't know. I could make this game really interesting.
You could. It's
dude. For the
You know
It's
what?
your
None of
choice.
us should have joined Delta Green. That's what I'm learning.
I didn't want to. I'm the only one. Who didn't
Yeah,
want
you wanted to get out, but you were pulled right back in.
That's the revelation
No, I
that
got a
all
break.
agents come to. It's just a funnel.
I found a way to resurrect my character.
Yeah,
Tyler.
that
How
would
do you
be
feel about that?
crazy. That'd be so wild.
I mean, like,
In a game
what?
with no-
How much of a positive impact are we actually having? Is the question for how destroyed we are.
No.
On
See,
what?
this isn't
Like
about
these people were
saving
just having a
society. This is about
goofy.
sacrificing the few.
There are people just having goofy interdimensional fun time at a fucking apartment building. Like, were they doing anything bad?
Honestly, the McAllister building, and people just living there. It's kind of spooky every once in a while.
Delta Green's all like, anything unnatural must be destroyed, as well as our agent's sanity simultaneously. Ah, they're in the building, blow it up.
That was pretty. I really didn't want to do it.
Yeah. You found out Marcus didn't really want to either. The guilt sort of drove him to very dark places as well. Yeah, it's very much like the myth of Sisyphus. It's like you're constantly going back against these obstacles that may be impossible to defeat them. Very much I know Vinny's seen True Detective season 1, but that's very much the vibe. It's like over time, you know, what gets buried in the sands of time, what gets resurfaced when you revisit an old case.
What impossible landscapes
Await.
wait beyond the cracked corners of this false world?
Yes. But yeah, I think we will cut to you guys going to Dorchester House, unless you'd like to do anything before that.
Nah.
Okay. So 5 p.m. Wednesday. You guys show up at the gatehouse. There's like a security guard. Are you going to show him your fake IDs?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
He waves you in and is like, "Oh yeah, Dr. Dallan told me you were coming. Right this way." And he takes you up to the front desk. Seated behind the front desk is a very familiar looking Hispanic woman.
I knew it. I knew it was her.
So I'll have Stelios give me a sanity check against helplessness, realizing that this woman is who it
The
was.
same.
Success. Let's
You've
go.
been crushing it, dude. Okay.
Come on, guys.
Ryan's like, I can't be the only one.
Yeah.
Don't
This
worry, Ryan. I'm crazy with you.
head nurse Esther Samagina. She looks, particularly she recognizes Stelios, so she sort of meets
I don't-
your
She
eye-
does
Did
or
you say she
doesn't?
does or she doesn't?
She does.
Wait, but wasn't he in a mask?
Oh right, yeah, he did show with the mask. Okay, yeah, because he kept the mask and robes from the time before. Yeah, so she doesn't
okay.
recognize you, which is huge. So she's like, "Oh, great. Dr. Dallan told me you're coming. I'll take you up to his office." It also takes a long time to get through the gatehouse. They have to check you for weapons and like basically like do a full like strip search to make sure you're not passing anything to these people. Does anyone want to try to sneak anything in? Or are you
Oh,
guys?
yeah, I was gonna bring that up earlier.
Yeah.
I was reading the website, and there's a lot of things you can't bring.
Yep.
Where was it?
Guidelines under
Visitations, maybe.
under family. Yeah, visitations, and then hit guidelines. There's an item. What
Ah,
items-
yeah.
what-
A lot
no
of
large
things
bags, outside food or drink, any recording or photographic equipment, weapons, illicit substances, and non-prescribed medications.
are not. Personal electronic devices with communication or recording capabilities.
Oh, there's even more.
Outside food, beverages, illicit substances, something that anything that could be
Symbolic
considered a
object.
weapon, personal items or excessive amounts of cash, unapproved written materials, journals, symbolic objects, text. The last point is also important. Items that could be used to create unauthorized records or detailed representations of facility operations, other patients, or staff. The formal admissions process, they'll give us a much more detailed list of things. So we can't like be drawing maps, apparently.
That's right. That's why it's so crazy you're able to hack and get all that information.
I know. I don't even need any items anymore. I'm already in. I feel like it would be really funny if the way she actually got in was just getting one of them to fall for a fucking phishing email or something. Like clicking on a link.
Just like the guys in 2001 got you. It'd be so funny.
Yeah. Just something like really simple, and maybe she like looked up who like looked on LinkedIn and shit to see who was working there. Like essentially stalked them online, then perfectly tailored an email to that person that would make them most likely to click on the link.
Yeah, unfortunately, there is one that would be susceptible to this. She's like a middle-aged woman named Gail Houston. You see her at the front desk. This is what she looks like, actually. I'll move her onto the thing. She's just
she looks acceptable.
she's just a sad-looking middle-aged woman. She fell for this like with very little effort, unfortunately. I'll move her over here.
It's for a good cause. I hope. Delta Green's gonna be like, blow up all of the veterans in need of psychiatric help.
So yeah, you see her behind the desk. She's just like not paying attention. She's just clacking on her keyboard. And yeah, I'll ask you guys one more time. Is there anything you want to bring in that would be on the prohibited items? It is going to be very hard to conceal. I will add that. It'll probably be a check that's at like minus 40% because they have to do a full body search of you.
What sort of check would that be?
Probably a stealth check.
Okay. I'll just depend on my brain.
I'd also allow a criminology.
Okay. Those two rolls are equal for me, and then they would become 10% at a minus 40, so I'm gonna not do that.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Like, smuggling something like contraband into like a highly secure location, like a 10% chance seems generous, honestly.
But our characters have something that they're never going to expect. A godlike entity overviewing all these actions who's able to take notes at a computer.
This is true.
Nobody ever considers that. It's insane.
These NPCs will never see it coming.
Computers didn't exist in 2015.
Oh, you're right.
It's just your mind, man. It's your mind. Okay. So yeah, if that's the case, Esther Samagina will take you guys up to Dallan's office. He's the administrator, and people are very deferential to him here, especially because the Dallan company is the one that started this place. So it's very much like he has his roots in here deep. And yeah, you make it up to his office. After parking near the main entrance. It faces east, and it has a sweeping view of the Neponset River. And it looks, for all intents and purposes, like a classical English study. There's a stone fireplace, there's a wooden floor, and it's like he has like this old French wooden writing desk that he uses. And there are just ceiling height shelves all around filled with books. A lot of them concerning mental illness. You see like American Journal of Psychiatry's all up on the walls. And weirdly, you see he has a large custom-made glass and velvet display with just like a rocks collection. Each rock is labeled, and it has like a small card with each of them, and it has custom little LEDs that lights them up in the display.
How cute.
Yep. But Nurse Samagina like introduces you. You guys sit down. He closes the door and shuts the shades to the outside. And he's like, "Thank you for coming and helping with this. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you honoring our visitation hours by coming later in the day. I know it's inconvenient for some, but I end up staying here till 8 o'clock every day anyway, so then I hit the gym after. Anyways,
he is a gym bro. He had to
throw it in, and you see like the shirts that he picks always like accentuate just like these huge muscles.
It's a nice.
Yeah, it's like the button-up shirts, but you can see it's like scrunched up a little bit
Yeah.
between each of the buttons, like it's going
Yeah,
to pop out.
It's too small.
He's wearing a sweater, but yeah, it's one size too small. It's just like a little. He looks extremely built. But yeah, he goes right into it, and he's like, I'll brief you on what I know. I know Exeter probably told you some bits, but at 8:11 p.m. on the 28th, these patients seemingly vanished from their rooms on the 3rd floor. Each patient had been locked in their room, so there was no possible way of them escaping. They were sedated and under bed restraint. We noticed the first disappearance at 8:11, and by 8:22, we discovered all of them were gone. Disturbing writing was found on the wall, and he goes over all of the clues you guys have gotten so far. And he's like, there's no sign of breach on the doors or the walls. Our computer log doesn't show the doors were opened. It just shows that they were put to bed, and the windows are all secure. I don't know what to think. And I guess I'm just grateful you're here.
Can I make like a human check to see if he's
Yeah, and make a human roll.
if he seems like forthcoming, or he's like talking around anything? Success, or if he's like genuinely. I'm just wondering if there's like some other sort of emotion in there, like he knows more than he's letting on.
Yeah, he seems to be very nervous. More so than an administrator should in this situation. He's constantly looking at his watch. Like maybe he's trying to get you out of here as soon as possible.
Is this writing still up on their walls?
No, it's not. We cleared it. Cleaned it. Sorry.
Are you able to relay or recite any of what was written?
Yeah, I have a photo here, and I wrote it down in my journal as well. And he pushes the same photo that you guys have across the desk. Presumably it was taken by him, maybe on like an iPhone or whatever.
Oh, it's that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, we've gotten so many handouts at this point that I forgot that even existed.
It is true. You guys have gotten a ton. The other thing he gives you all the patient's files for these individuals, so you can pour through those as well.
Yeah, one thing that I'd like to find out is, of the 6 patients, like, what floors were they on?
They all were on the 3rd floor.
Okay, so like the max security.
Yeah, because they were apparently sedated and restrained in order to go to bed.
Okay, all on the 3rd floor.
And Dallan seems to want to take you all on a tour. He's like, I think you should know the facility before you go about your investigation. So I'd love to give you a tour, unless you want to hit the road early.
A tour would be appreciated.
Okay. I'll take you on a tour. He grabs his notebook and starts to lead you out. He first shows you an average patient room. On the third floor, the rooms are pretty sparse. There's just like a few standard items of effect, like a blanket, sheet, pillow, slippers, clothing, and sadly, bed restraints for a lot of these patients. On the second floor, the rooms are much more personally decorated. And on the first floor, the rooms are much bigger, but less personalized. They feel more like hotel rooms. He takes you to the cafeteria. And by the way, if anything like piques your interest, you can tell me, and we can basically stop the scene there and have him tell you things in that room.
Well, I'm assuming because those on the second floor need a little more help than those on the first floor, that they're gonna be there for longer, right? Which is why they end up being a little more personalized, and the first floor is more like temporary stays for people who, they're either making recoveries or their trauma or psychological issues weren't like too extreme.
Yeah, that does seem like it's the case. It's also the case that like stimuli may affect the third floor patients more than the other floors, so they limit what they can put up and what other people can put up. And as you're passing by like the second floor, Jack, you just see like, as you're passing by one of these rooms, just the flash of like a bald female head.
Mm-hmm.
And you keep moving down. He takes you next to the cafeteria. It was originally a school gymnasium, so it's kind of an odd like setup. It almost looks like a Cold War bunker. There's a small staff of attendants that work and people that have observation basically of the patients to make sure they don't hurt themselves with various utensils and things like that. He takes you to the nurse stations. By this point, probably like an hour or so has passed because it takes a while to walk between all these places. You pass by this like very secure steel door. He unlocks it with a nurse key card, and it has a ballistic glass window that overlooks the front hall, and a small drop slide and tray to dispense items like medicine.
Oh.
You see a password locked computer, which you presumably used that phishing link to get into and access the patient records before, as well as a locked drawer. It seems to contain like physical files.
This is at the nurse's station?
Yep. This is where like you ran into Nurse Samagina when you first came in.
Mm-hmm.
And they overlook... There's actually multiple of these stations, but the main one is for Samagina. And she can sort of look through the bulletproof glass and like buzz people in. But they can also be opened by a security card. It's at this point when you're passing by that you just come across this guy. He's walking past you. And what's everyone's human score?
Oh, mine's 60.
Okay, that's high enough.
Yeah, mine is also 60.
Unfortunately, it's a reality in the real world, but as this guy passes by you, Kendra, he looks to be an orderly. He just looks at you like a piece of meat. He just seems gross. This is what this orderly looks like.
Orderly Richard Rice.
And immediately your like women's spidey senses are tingling, like this guy is a creep.
Great. Classic creeper working at a facility where people are mentally vulnerable.
Yep, it seems really potentially bad. But you see he just has like a bag of like a gym bag, and he's walking out the door. He says some words to Nurse Samagina and just starts to like walk out like he's clocking out for the day. And yeah, at this point, does anyone want to like ask about anything? Because at this point he's
Yeah.
at this point he's like, if you don't have any questions, I'll take you up to the missing patient's rooms.
Do you have a security room that we could see?
Yes,
I
yeah,
see all the cameras at the.
yes, yeah. Feel free, come with me. He takes you to 2 rooms in the center wing on the 3rd floor that are connected. It's a server room and a 2-seat security station, and you see 16 screens. There's just a view of like everywhere in this facility. There's a computer console. You see controls for fire suppression systems, locks, cameras. And he's like, the camera recordings are stored for 4 weeks before deletion. So I think, and he looks towards the guy sitting there. I think we do have the recordings from that time.
If you don't mind, we'd like to take a look at them. Now, you yourselves didn't see anything odd, or
I was in my study, yeah. But Michael here, he turns, and there's this Southeast Asian man who's sort of like manning the terminals. This is what he looks like. I'll put him on the screen too. He's like, yeah, I was working that night. We don't have the footage actually. And and Dallan's like, wait, what? And he's like, it was a disk error. They happen all the time.
Is it kind of a human score about that one, or whatever the insight is?
Yeah. Give me a human roll.
Nice.
Let's go. I actually succeeded.
This guy is clearly lying, and you see that Dallan is like playing up the fact, like, what do you mean that they were deleted? Like they both know, and they're both conspiring. You see Dallan looks down and checks his watch.
Devin, you okay there? I mean, we've been here for maybe an hour, but you've been checking your watch quite a bit. We can have one of the nurses escort us around if you need to get to a meeting.
It's just, I'm trying to hit the gym. If it gets too late here, and you see he covers the watch face with his hand.
So I mean, like he's one of your security guys, right? More than sure he can help escort us around if you have to get to the gym.
while Jack's like talking him up, can Kendra like butt in for like a second?
Yeah.
Do you mind if I take a look at the angles of the cameras right now? Sit down and take a look to see what they could have captured?
Yeah, Michael, I think that'd be fine, right? Michael's like, by all means. He stands up.
And while Jack's like talking them up and kind of like distracting them in conversation for a moment, Kendra's gonna see if she can.
Yeah,
unless these guys are like computer experts, it's probably possible to restore this footage, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be talking to them and be like, like Michael can stay with us. He can, take us around. I mean, we're just here to inspect for the VA. We just want to make sure everything's up to snuff. Most of that is looking at security cameras, making sure systems are redundant for cases like this. It's all pretty basic and administrative dealings. Or if you'd like, you can take us up to the patient's room first, and we can always come back down afterwards. And I know we're not supposed to be at the patient's rooms without you here, but we can always talk to Michael about the rest of what is going on, and security wise in the building.
as you're talking, he's kind of like wringing his hands a little bit. And he's like, yeah, whatever you need, I'm here for. I'm your guy. So if we want to spend some time here, that's okay. It's perfectly fine. And yeah, searching through, give me a computer science roll. See if you can recover this. You probably
Come
would.
on, baby.
You probably would have to. Well, I'll tell you depending on the result. We'll see what happens.
That would be a success.
Let's go! No fumbles!
You know that you will have to somehow insert a drive into this computer discreetly and copy over the data that they have.
Yo, we're breaking in.
But you know that like with some time, it could be recoverable. It just would take you probably a couple days to do.
So I turn back to Michael. I turn back to Michael as this is happening. He's like, Michael, I don't know too much about computers, but we need this for our government audits. Can you tell us more about the drive failures and how that happened? And I'm sort of pressing him, knowing that he has knowing his story is gonna fall apart a little bit.
Yeah. He starts out and he's like, yeah, it's just every time I update this stupid thing, it's just like glitching on me. And he just goes on this like long story.
Well, I have been able to at least figure out which drive on the computer, like all the footage was saved to.
Yeah, that's your successful computer science. You're now going to have to give me a stealth, but this will be at a +20 because Jack is helping you.
I want to just steal the drive that all the footage is on.
Well, that's the thing. You won't be able to because it's like a physical drive. You'll have to copy it over, like essentially mirror it onto a drive.
You have to take it out of the computer, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. The actual, it's like a whole like array that they have because it's so much storage. So you'd have to you'd have to use one of your like backdoor programs to mirror the drive onto your device, and just hope to God that they don't notice.
What is the stealth roll for?
To do this without them noticing.
Okay, so you
Isn't
said
it
plus
crazy?
20.
+20 because Jack is really creating a scene here. And
With a plus 20, Kendra's stealth is 70.
Nice.
Oh, I don't like these odds.
That would be a failure.
Yep.
But you know,
You gonna push?
Feeling.
We can
Feeling
always break
bullshit.
in later. We can try to break in later.
that's the second time that's happened this session.
Oh God!
A push into a fumble. Second time.
Okay.
Oh.
I think
Crazy that it knows.
I think this is the universe telling us something. It's at this point that a few very strange things start to click into place. As you're looking at the computer screen, you see Dallan is looking at you through its reflection on one of the dark monitors.
Oh.
And looking over, as he's wringing his hands, you're looking at him and you start to realize the route he took you on was very strange and not logical. If he wanted to take you to the missing patient's rooms, he would have just gone there and then gone down. Everywhere he took you was avoiding the clocks in the building.
Not again. Not
Oh,
clock
fuck.
shenanigans.
You see, looking down, Jack, on the clock face on his watch, it doesn't have numbers, it has letters. It spells out, along the shore. ALLONG, like it spells it out going around the clock face instead of 1 through 12.
Wait. Okay.
Simultaneously, we see a shot outside the Dorchester house. We see like maybe text on screen. 7:14 p.m. We see the sun starting to set in the distance. In this moment, we see Dr. Dallan turn to Michael Devon and say, Well, I think I've kept them here long enough. Think it's about time, Michael? Michael just smiles. And that's where we're going to leave off.
Oh my god.